Good morning, my name is Josh Bell and today is June 28, 2010. Here's today's news. The court case McDonald v. Chicago is being decided on today. Otis McDonald believes that Chicago's ban on handguns violates the Second Amendment as it is incorporated into the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause. Now we're going to hear from Shamara, who is at the courthouse now. Shamara, what can you tell us about the decision?
Thanks, Josh. Here I have Mr. McDonald's lawyer, Ms. Allen Gura. Ms. Gura and I are present in the court's conference room. Ms. Gura, what brought you and your client, Mr. McDonald, all the way up to the Supreme Court to have your case heard?
Well, my client, Otis McDonald, is a regular constituent like you and me, but unfortunately he lives in the crime-ridden inner city of Chicago. He often came into contact with many neighbors who had been robbed or heard about the increase in violent crime around his residence. However, Chicago had already deemed it illegal to keep handguns because of the bolstering crime. Once Mr. McDonald came to the conclusion that there was no other conventional way to really protect himself, he decided it was not only fair but right to bear arms and be able to protect himself, his family, and his property. Therefore, we took on Chicago's gun ban.
Well, obviously, the court agreed. The justices decided in a 5-4 vote that Chicago's citywide ban on handguns was in fact unconstitutional. We know that this ruling was a big win for you and your client, but could you please explain to the Franklin News viewers why this incorporation of the Second Amendment paired with the 14th Amendment was a bolster in rights for not just Chicago citizens, but for all Americans, seeing as though this decision is the first new incorporation decision by the court in 40 years?
Yes, this case is a follow-up and basically an extension of the Heller case. As many citizens are aware, the Second Amendment gives all citizens the right to bear arms, but like many laws at the national level, there is occasionally disregard by the states and their own sets of laws. But however, applying the 14th Amendment, which contains the Due Process Clause and the Immunities Clause, now mandates that the Second Amendment is recognized by every state and that all citizens have this right. Both of the 14th Amendment's clauses were implicated by denying states the power to reduce the privileges of citizens in a discriminatory manner. It also denies states the power to withhold life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without just cause. This implementation applied to the Second Amendment now asserts that the right to bear arms is a civil liberty for every citizen in every sector of America.
Well, thank you for such a thorough explanation, and congratulations on today's win. Thank you. Back to you, Josh, in the Falcon studio.
Thank you, Shamara. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in to Franklin News.
I'm a good person. I never bothered anybody. But I can't afford a nice house in a safe neighborhood. I live in a government high-rise. Gangbangers and drug dealers walk down our halls every day. My neighbors and I were scared. We called the police, but they can't keep us safe. Some of us are too afraid to even leave our apartments. But the housing authority told me if I bought a gun to protect myself, they throw me to the streets. If I'm not free because of my address today, what makes you think you'll be free tomorrow? I know my rights. Now I have my gun. I am the National Rifle Association of America,